Okay, hi, this is Tim again from Mountain Smoke Pottery, and today I'm going to fire a naked raku piece with a glaze on the inside. So here's my pot right here, and I threw it so it has a rim on it. I want to glaze to the rim right there, so I have enough glaze in this bucket so I can just put this down all the way, and well, I'll have a nice clean line right there. Then after I'm done there, I will pour glaze on the inside. So I want the entire inside glazed. And then after that, when it's dry, we will dip it in the slip and put it in the kiln, fire it. And it's going to have to be fired about 1750 degrees with the glaze. So the white part of this will be a little dark after it's done. Okay, so before we glaze this pot, I am going to masking tape the bottom of it, so that does not get slip on it. I can wipe it off with a sponge after I'm done dipping it in the naked raku slip. And that way the bottom and the side here will turn black. Okay, so I have taped the bottom. So anywhere this tape is at, after I dip it in the slip, will be black. Okay, where the slip comes off will be white. All right, so now we are going to dip it in this glaze. And I am going to leave it in there for about 5 seconds. I'm just going to go all the way down to the bottom. And I will clean that glaze off. It got a little deep on me. Okay. All right, so now I've got the rim glazed. I'm going to dip it in the naked raku slip here in a minute. But first I want to wax this so the slip doesn't go up on the glaze. That's good enough. All right, so we have the pot taped and the rim glazed, the inside glazed, and the rim waxed. So now I'm going to come over here to the slip bucket, and I'm just going to dip it down to that glaze line and bring it out right away. All right. And I'm going to take a sponge, I'm going to wipe off all the slip from the tape, and place it in the kiln. So now it's really important to get it in the kiln before 5 minutes. You don't want that slip drying. It has to be really wet. And I'm going to get the kiln up to about 425 degrees or so and hold it there. And in a little less than 10 minutes, the slip will be dry enough for me to start firing it. And we're going to go to 1750 to make sure the glaze is mature, and then we'll take it out and we'll film that later. Okay, the glaze was actually done at 1700, so I'm going to take it out and I'm going to put it in this can right here with the newspaper, and once it starts flaming, I'll put this newspaper on top of it. Okay, so this is a little different than taking a pot out of the kiln around the rim. I don't want the slip to fall off, so I'm going to put the tongs inside and exert steady pressure. Bring it out, down into the newspaper. And I'm going to cover it with that. And then I'm going to shut it, and it's going to cool for about an hour to where it's cold enough to bring out without having the glaze revert to green. And then I can scrape off the excess slip. So we're just going to let that soak there for an hour, and we'll come back. All right, so it's been a while. The can is cold, so let's take the pot out and see how it came. So there's the inside. The glaze has a nice color to it. And let's see how it looks with the slip off of it. So I'm just using an old credit card. Scrape the slip off. Okay, so that's pretty much all the slip. I'll work on getting some of these hard pieces off later. So this is the Naked Raku, where as the slip was drying in the 400-degree kiln, the slip cracks, but mostly stays on the pot. You can see these black areas here and right here. That's where the slip fell off during the firing. Okay, so since there was no slip there when I put it in the reduction can, the black smoke just went in there and blackened the clay. So the last step on this is to wax it, and I will put felt on the bottom. But that is Naked Raku, similar to horsehair design, but this is a lot more on there because of the slip drying. And this is with a copper glaze on the inside. There's copper and cobalt in the glaze, so you can see down at the bottom how it got really colorful. I would say the sides here maybe overfired just a little bit, but the rim came out gorgeous on both the inside and the outside of the rim. So there you are, Naked Raku Pot.